Good morning. I am trying to do some executive functioning today. I wanted to introduce, I don't really know what I'm going to call them yet, my cards. I'll come up with a snappier name later. But I have quite a few, but I'm just going to go through the first three, which are my routines. And I split everything into threes. You might notice that I do most things in threes, and this is actually partly my OCD, but I'd also say it's partly my autism, that threes are simply my favorite number. I really don't like numbers in general. I can't do math. I have dyscalculia, and yeah, see, I just went blank trying to think about numbers. Anyway, the only number that I really resonate with is 3. So I split everything into threes. It's actually not something... It's actually something I tried to fight against at some point within the past year is when I was diagnosed with OCD, and my tendencies to fixate on certain things can be a combination of my OCD and my autism, but I would say my autism adds to the experience while my OCD takes away from my experience, and I'll go into that in more detail another time. But basically, the things that drive me to do things are my autism. The things that drive me insane, I can't think of a better word to use, I'm sorry. The things that drive me insane are my OCD. And so basically my OCD attempts to harm me, and my autism attempts to help me. That's how I like to see it. Because I have to actively try to... I feel like I have to explain what OCD is. So I'm just gonna stop rambling. Anyway, that's all to say that I do everything in threes. And it can be helpful or harmful is all I'm trying to say. But because I'm so attached to the number 3, it does make it easier to do everything in threes. That was a long explanation. I split my days into threes. That's what I was trying to say. I have my morning routine, my daily routine, and my night routine. Long explanation to say that I have 3 routines. Okay. Currently, it's the morning, and I'm on my morning routine. And these cards, they basically have a list of the things that I want to accomplish. They don't have to be end-all be-alls. I don't have to do every single thing on this every single day. It would be nice. Actually, my partner, he does attempt to do every single thing on his card every day, but his list is shorter sometimes. Anyway, that's to say, these are very customizable. I'm really just explaining how I personally use them. So I'll read what's on my morning routine. Stim playlist, make bed, brush teeth, sunblock, breakfast, which I'm on right now. Yard with cats. I usually take the cats out. I have a lot of physical and mental challenges that will keep me from leaving my bed often. I'm mostly in my bed. And that's why I say these don't always need to be accomplished the same way all the time. Like, I'm very flexible because I have to be. I simply can't walk down the stairs currently. So I'm gonna skip that one. I will try and get some motion in somehow, maybe dancing or something that I feel more comfortable doing, not as overwhelmed with doing. And then journal, YouTube, which I was just doing. I definitely like to get in content to stimulate my brain in the morning, and social media is probably not the very best thing to do, although I do it often. But music and YouTube are often safe for me because my YouTube content that I consume is highly curated, and usually it feels like, if I'll watch a vlog, it feels like I have a friend getting ready with me in the morning. So yeah, journal, YouTube, move my body. Those are three just like options. Those don't always get done in the morning. I just like to give myself options to fill the morning spot, because I often find myself staring into nowhere because I don't know what to do with myself, either because I'm fatigued or just disoriented. I'm often disoriented. I don't have a typical 9-to-5 type job or schedule or anything. I work from home, and so filling in all the hours of the day when you have an expanse of options is hard, especially if you have executive dysfunction, because things are hard when you have executive dysfunction. So the last thing on there is medication at noon. Yeah, those are all things that fit into my morning that I'd like to get done. That's just the caveat for my card, Your card could be, please get all of these things done. But that's up to you. I am a person that gets easily overwhelmed. If I have things that I feel like I need to do and I can't do it, then I have a lot of guilt. That's also part of my OCD. I live with a lot of rumination, guilt. So for my personal cards, I just like it to be open. You don't have to do them all. Don't beat yourself up about it if you can't. And then there's kind of a similar thing for my daily routine, which is like the middle of the day, and then my night routine, which is like turning down, winding down. It's a lot of like self-care stuff at the end of the day. The middle of the day is more productive, like work stuff, errands, dishes, like cleaning and stuff. But there actually is a fourth card that I want to share just right here at the end, because it is my pain day options. I have a couple cards that are just extra options for ways that I can customize my day depending on whatever flexibility I need. So this one is pain day because I often experience pain days with my chronic illness. And so this one includes things that have just more compassion, more focus on healing, care, taking it easy. Not so much a productive card, but there are some productive things on here, so I'll just read it. Stay in bed. It's pretty much what I'm doing right now. Wear braces, and that means like my hand braces, my knee braces, elbow, wrist. That just offer me extra support when I have joint pain, which is often. A reminder to drink water, take my meds, and then just a couple verbs that you can still do that are healing or sort of passive. Watch, learn, listen, and nap. Those are just some options that I can do so that I can kind of feel productive, even if it's on because I don't know, I'm a workaholic. And yeah, bead in bed. I make jewelry, so sometimes I like to bead in bed, and it's actually very comforting. Usually when I'm doing that, it's more like beading for fun rather than working on orders or something. And then order food. So sometimes it's very hard for me to get my meals in. So I allow myself to order. Anyway, it's time for me to get my breakfast meal in today. So I'll catch you later. Thanks.